If you have been in a manifestation game for a while, you've probably heard people say that as soon as they detach and let go, their manifestations come immediately, whether it's money or a relationship or an opportunity. While that is true, what does it really mean? Does that mean you shouldn't go after your goals? Or does it mean you should forget about your goals and pretend you don't care? You see, some people say that you need to completely let go of your desires, while others say you should constantly think about your goals and dreams. So, which one is it? And I know it can get pretty confusing. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna break it down for you. What detachment really is and what it's not, and then how to detach the right way so your manifestations can come faster. So first, let's talk about what is detachment. One of the biggest misconceptions about detachment in manifestation is that it means to give up your desire or don't care about it. But that's actually not true. The feeling of not caring doesn't mean being aloof. It actually means you already have your desire, and on an energetic level, it's already done. And you see, the truth is, in your 4D, which is your imagination, it is already done. Your manifestation already exists in the quantum field. It just needs time to shift from the 4D, which is your mental reality, into the 3D, which is your physical reality. And this process aligns with one of the 7 natural laws of the universe, which is the law of gender. This is where it states that everything in the universe has an incubation and gestation period before it fully manifests in the physical world. And detachment actually means letting go of the emotional attachment to how and when your manifestation will unfold. And when you constantly ask, where is it? When is it going to happen? You create energetic resistance, which slows down your manifestation process. And the more you obsess over it, the more you reinforce the feeling that it's not there yet. Let me give you a quick example, which I use a lot with my coaching clients. So I want you to think about your desire like planting a seed. And imagine that you plant the seed today in the soil, and then the next day or a few days later, you dig it back up to see if it's growing or when it will sprout. What you're doing, you're actually delaying the process. And when you have doubt and worry and stressing over when your manifestations will come, you're delaying the whole manifestation process. But when you trust the natural process and you actually allow it to grow and unfold, it will sprout eventually. Just like what I had mentioned earlier, the law of gender, where everything has a natural gestation period. So we know that it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for a carrot seed to sprout and about 2 to 3 months for it to fully grow. And we know that it takes 9 months for a baby to develop. But when it comes to your desires, what I like to call a spiritual seed, we don't always know when it will manifest. But what we do know is that it must manifest because that's the law. So true detachment means knowing that your manifestation is already done. You've already planted the seed. Now just trust the process and let it unfold naturally instead of chasing, or trying to force it into existence. So how do you emotionally detach the right way? This is where the law of assumption comes in. When you assume it is already done, it must happen. As Neville Goddard puts it, whatever you accept as true must harden into fact. So ask yourself this question. If I already had this desire or goal, how would I feel? Maybe you feel happy, grateful, relieved. Then start to embody that energy by getting on that frequency. Then you ask yourself, what would you do? Start to act like if it's already yours. Live your life knowing it's already done. You probably wouldn't constantly looking for signs because you trust it's already happening. And because when you're looking for it, you're not looking at it. And for sure, you wouldn't be fixated on how or when it will happen, because when you trust the process, your manifestation will come to you in ways you cannot even predict. And this is exactly what happened to one of my coaching clients, Ting. She is a loan officer in California, and she wanted to manifest $83,333 a month, which equals 1 million in a year. And in the beginning, like most people, she was so caught up on the how. Logically, in her mind, she thought she had to close more loans and work harder to make it happen. But this is when I asked her the same two questions. I asked her, how would you feel? She told me she would feel happy and excited. And what would you do? And this is when she began to assume the feeling of already earning that much income, $83,033. And this is when I told her to let go of how the money was going to come. And within 2 weeks, she attracted an unexpected opportunity, a $70,000 bonus increase plus the loan closings from that month, totaling $84,000 for that month. So what changed? She stopped attaching herself to how and when the money would come, and she started to embody the version of herself who already had the desire. And the universe aligned everything effortlessly. And it was so fast without her even working harder. So here's the final takeaway. Detachment is not about giving up on your desires or stop caring about them. It's actually about letting go of the need for it to happen in a specific way or time frame. When you assume you already have what you want, when you assume it's already done, when you shift from wanting it to being it, you allow your manifestations to unfold effortlessly, which speeds up the whole manifestation process. And if you want to learn more about how to manifest like my client Ting, who manifested $84,000 in just 2 weeks, I invite you to join my free community where I host monthly workshops on manifestations and Q&A sessions to answer any questions you might have around manifestation. Be sure to check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.